Yo, what's going on, world? It's your boy Poncho here. Welcome back to episode 32 of Cookups and Convos, part 2, the interview with my guy, Bamskelly.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
In the building. I'm
yeah,
good,
we back.
man. I'm good. How you feel about that little verse you just wrote?
I like it. I like it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it
Facts.
back.
Facts. That shit was crazy. Boom. So, like I say in every interview, I'm super big on come up stories. I think it's really important to and interesting to see where artists come from and how they got to where they are now. So you said you've been making music for 8 years.
Yeah.
It's a long ass time.
Yeah.
How did you even get started in the first place?
My older brother, like he did a lot of poetry, and like I would go to him to like go with him to different places in Brooklyn and stuff like that while he would do his poetry readings with one of my cousins as well. And just over time, like it's something that I just started trying out because I was like, okay, let me give it a shot. And I would write poems every now and then. And then so I went to college and I took a class that was about like video editing and audio. You ever heard of an audio walk?
Nah.
It's like basically someone records their voice, they're telling you where to go. You put your headphones in, they'll be like, okay, walk right down this hallway, or walk left. Like they record something on a tape and then you play it in your headphones and you have to follow the path that the person is telling you in the recording.
What's the purpose of it?
I don't know. I don't remember actually. But it was like it was called 3D processing or 4D processing, the class that I took in college at SUNY Purchase. Okay. But so anyway, I took that class and I used the program. I was like, wait a minute, what if I took my poems, put it onto like get like a MP3 or some type of beat, put it on top of my poetry, like recording my voice, and then that's how I started making music.
Hell yeah.
Word.
That's fire. It's natural. I fuck with it.
Yeah. It was crazy. Fun.
So that's how the music came about. So it was just a smooth transition from poetry into music through that experience.
And then it helped that like a lot of my homies from Elmsford, you know, they all made music too. They were all trying the same thing, so we all had fun with it.
Hell yeah. Right. That's fire. Shout out everyone from Elmsford.
Shout out everybody.
Tribe. I don't know if you're from Elmsford, but Cortez, all y'all. But okay, cool. Yeah. So right off rip, we got to get started with the hair, man. That shit is wild. I know you probably get hella comments about your hair.
Yeah, I do. It's a lot. It's cool, though. It's like, I remember I was in the same, you know, I was always asking questions, like hitting people up trying to ask questions about hair when I was starting. So it's cool that people ask me
You mean like
questions.
Just stuff about like products and
products
like that.
and stuff like that. Yeah, so I get it. So
has there been any like real benefit into having like a hair that's like is so like distinct, it has an image with it?
I mean, I feel like it's nice that it's like it relieves, it takes off a pressure of like, oh, you're trying to fit, like look like a certain look. Like, no, you look like yourself.
That's a fact.
So it's just like a freedom of like, this is me. Like either you love it or you hate it, but I'm being myself. That's all.
That's fine.
That's all I can be.
That's fine. Okay, sweet.
I feel like that's the biggest thing that I gained from it.
Yeah, it's like a filter for people in your life, low key.
Yeah, like keep it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a good way of looking at it, but I
not filter, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
We're on the same page.
Yeah, facts.
I'm bad at explaining things sometimes.
Yeah, I'm super trash. I'm super trash too. It is what it is. This is episode 32 of this podcast, and I still can barely talk. But anyway, and that kind of transitions into the next thing I wanted to talk about. Your visuals for everything you do are fucking crazy.
Yo, I appreciate that.
Yeah, like insane. Like I peeped your YouTube video. Oh my God, what was the name of the most recent YouTube video?
Oh, What Will Living Be?
Yeah, so was that the one that started in the city?
Yeah, 2045.
That shit was crazy. Yo, like just on like the visual aspect, there are so few artists that I know personally that can pull that off. Is there a reason why you decided to put like such an emphasis on visuals?
I wanted like, I don't know, the people that I look up to, like the musicians that I look up to. For example, like we got my top favorite artists are like Tupac, Bob Marley, and Michael Jackson. Okay. And I feel like when you're doing something in your field, whatever respective field it is, I feel like you always try and strive to get the most out of it. Like, you know, try and be as creative as possible or try to think outside the box. 'Cause I feel like that's what art is all about. Like, and with music, I feel like you could do so much with that, like putting that into your music videos.
That's a fact.
So, yeah.
That's a fact.
just strive to be creative. Like,
definitely. Next level vision.
don't get too comfortable.
Never.
Word.
Yeah, always keep experimenting. Which leads into my next thing, bro. Your music is hella experimental. You're just a different being. You're just
snap.
yeah, like I have mad respect for that. So
Means a lot.
I wanna I mean, as a producer, I want to talk about the production a little bit. Like, it just sounds so different and experimental, and it's like it sounds current in a way, but just like your own spin. I don't know if that's the right word, but has anyone ever said to you things of like it's too different, or like why don't you like trying to like steer you away from what you do because it is like out of the norm?
Like the people around me that support me in my music, they I think they support it. I think okay, so I would have like situations where, let's say, I have a single or something like that, and I used to get caught up with like, getting on a playlist. And I remember I did what was that website called? What's the website called that you submit to?
Submit Hub,
right?
Yeah.
And I would do the thing. So like when I would send videos to them, whenever I asked for their feedback, just to hear what people gotta say, and they always would say the same thing. Like, and I get it. Like they always be like, yeah, this is cool, but it's lacking this. It doesn't have this, and I'm like, they're giving an opinion that's like, I get it. I get why they have that perspective. So I feel like it's for people. It's not for everybody.
Yeah,
it's not for everybody. You gotta accept that.
Was it like their opinion came from like their playlist specifically, or just like a mainstream?
Yeah, mainstream. Yeah. So yeah, they would look at it like, you should change it. I remember someone would say, you should change the ending to make it more like this, and I'm like, no, but I get it. I get why. I appreciate the feedback. Like,
you ever find that frustrating that a lot of people just don't get it?
Nah, I don't, because I feel like in time, like maybe they don't get it now, but eventually they're gonna get it. Like,
hell yeah.
So that's how I feel. Like, I'm just gotta keep a tunnel vision, stay focused, stay consistent, and stay committed. Like, eventually the people who don't, if they don't know yet, eventually they're gonna know. You just gotta keep working towards it. So
that's a fact. That's crazy. So you don't feel any sort of pressure at all to like try and convert or be more mainstream?
No, not at all. No. My only pressure is like trying not to remain stagnant.
That's a major pressure. Okay. I do have a couple more questions for you. Like I said to you in the in part one, like a lot of your music has very positive messages attached to that. I feel like all your songs have messages. Like, I don't think you have any empty music.
Nah.
Am I wrong? Is there a reason you wanted to? You come from poetry, so I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, but like when I would write my poems or like make my songs in the beginning, like it was always just based on like I would write the songs to help. It's like me talking myself through a situation so that I can like deal with it better. I don't know. It was like therapeutic for me to hear my own voice telling me, do this, it's gonna be all right, So that's really how it started.
Really?
And then I figured, I had one of my friends that she got lyrics from like a song I did in the beginning, like early on.
That's crazy.
On arm, and I was like, okay. So
how does that feel?
It felt good to know that like I'm not alone in how I'm feeling. Like other people can feel it, and if someone could feel it strong enough to get something, put on them, like it obviously meant something to them. So I figured if I keep going and reach more people, like I know I'm not alone. Like
that's a fact.
That's it.
Was that one of the craziest things you've had a fan do?
This is everybody that supports my music. We all are like a family. Like I don't know. I don't look at it like fans or anything like that.
You don't?
No,
that's good. Honestly.
People show love though. Like it's nice.
I don't get the whole concept of people like talking shit about fans or like being like, "Oh, you just a fan" and shit like that. Like I feel like that's just hella counterproductive.
Nah, because I'm thinking like as a person who's a fan of musicians too, it's like, that person, their music help you get through something. Like
that's a fact.
Like sometimes people's songs could be soundtracks to your life. Like, and it's like I don't know. I understand. I get how music is a powerful thing. Music is a very powerful thing.
Most definitely.
So I learned to not underappreciate that.
Okay. Hell yeah. Whew. So we have a jar of deep ass questions that I'd like to reach into and see what we find. All shit about the music industry. A couple personal questions to hear, so the viewer could get a better sense of who you are.
Yeah.
And let's have some fun with it. Question number one. All right. Here's a good question to start. Mr. Bams, where do you see your music career in 5 years?
In 5 years?
Yes, sir.
I want to be worldwide, international.
Worldwide?
International bands. Like...
International Bams. That should be an album name.
Really, I want to do my rounds around the world a few times. But in 5 years, that's the plan. By then, I should have already been. I already did it already. In 5 years, that's it. That's the main thing. Like traveling around the world, sharing the message, and connecting with people all over the world. Like
that's fine. Hell yeah, I fuck with that.
Yeah, thank you.
I bet. Something like to start with. Next question. 2-part question.
Okay.
Part 1. What makes an artist fire?
What makes an artist fire?
Yeah.
So you're not asking me the second question yet.
No.
Okay, so what makes an artist fire is you talking on a music level or just overall?
Overall.
The artists themselves? I feel like it's their flavor, their uniqueness. Like what makes you different from what everyone else is doing. Like, so I guess what I'm trying to say is your style, your overall style, your overall, I don't know, persona. Yeah, the persona, I guess. Your personality.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's major. I feel like personality is mad slept on.
Yeah, I think it is too. I noticed that a lot.
Yeah.
And like,
it's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, music is definitely important, but I feel like who you are as a person outshines all that at the end of the day.
I think so.
That's my opinion. Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
What makes an artist trash?
What makes an artist trash? Okay. Trash. Okay. Maybe someone who would be considered trash is someone who's like completely oblivious to what's going on in the world and stuff like that. Not like, oh, you gotta be conscious. I mean like going on around like in their surroundings. They just making music that's just nonsense. No matter what the situation is, like they don't switch up anything. Okay, I'm not gonna say no names about anybody. That like there's mainstream artists that like reflect what I'm saying right now. Like
You mean just like talking about bullshit?
yeah, like but the thing is like you don't try and evolve. You don't try to evolve. You just stay doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like eventually that stuff gets stale. And because I can't say, oh, your music is trash, because I feel like if somebody doesn't like it, someone else might like your music. So I won't say the music itself is trash, but what'll make the artist trash, in my opinion, is that they don't even try to evolve or nothing. They just do the same thing over and over again. Like
I agree with that.
They just don't try to grow. Like
I agree with that. And it's a double-edged sword, because that on the flip side of that, there's mad fans that once an artist tries to evolve, they try and like hold them back. And so it is
dilemma.
Facts. But I definitely agree with your answer, 1,000%. All right, next question. Whew. This is a good question. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna ask it. I've asked it a couple of times recently, but I'm gonna ask it again.
I bet.
How do you feel about your rap voice?
My rap voice?
Yeah.
I like my rap voice.
You like your voice?
I like my overall voice on the track.
Did you ever go through the stage of you hating your voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, in the beginning, yeah. No, it was a minute. No, it took a minute. Like at least up until like it's 2020 now.
Yo.
I didn't really fully accept my voice until 2018.
I mean, you've been doing this for 8 years.
Yeah, no, but like it was always a subconscious thing in the back of my mind. You know, people be like, "Oh, I like this song," but I'm hearing my voice and I just feel like I sound weird. But now I'm just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I'm me. I can't.
Was it more of a mental thing for you?
I think it was a mental thing.
Yeah.
I felt like my voice just sound like how do I explain it? Like rappers sound or musicians sound a certain way on certain beats and stuff, and I would be disappointed that I didn't sound as cool as whoever sounded. When in reality, it's like what made them sound cool is that they sound like themselves. So it's like you just got to get that out your head and
That's
just
a fact.
Yeah, it's all a mind thing. Most of the stuff is all in your head.
Okay, I respect that.
I think
I agree with that. No, I agree with that 1,000%. 1,000%. Next question, Mr. Kelly.
Okay, it's Bamskelly.
It's Bamskelly?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
All right, Mr. Skelly.
Yes, sir.
How do you get out of a creative block?
What I do is I'll just watch mad movies and
Yeah.
that's all I do. That's all I really do is like watch mad movies and listen to music, and I'll just feed my mind with stuff that keeps me excited, like gets me excited. Like I watch, if I can't think of nothing to watch, I'll watch something that kind of will spark my mind or something like that. Okay. So like, I mean, I'm not gonna give any movies in particular. That's not the question, but yeah, like
it's just stepping away, just doing something else to
exactly,
like recharge.
Away from the music, like completely separate. Like when to make music, it's like I gotta remove myself. I can't listen to none.
Okay. How often do you get in creative blocks?
Probably like every 3-4 months.
Really?
And it'll last like a week, honestly. Because it's like, all right, after like 3-4 months of doing stuff, okay, you did something, you dropped music, you made a video, okay. Now it's like, okay, what's next? And sometimes I was, overthink it, but really you just gotta plan ahead. Plan ahead. That helped with my creative blocks.
That's fine.
Too, yeah.
Okay. I can say that for sure. I can't be in a creative block. I mean, I drop 2 of these episodes per week. Like I'm not allowed to. If I'm in a creative block, I miss a release and then I start then like I'm not trying to get dark on here, but So definitely planning ahead, scheduling, major.
Plan ahead.
Facts. All right, we're gonna ask 3 more questions for the night. I'm gonna reach the bottom of this shit and find the deepest, darkest questions we have. I pulled out a bunch. All right. 1, let's close my eyes. 2, 3. If you could snap your fingers and master any skill, what would that skill be?
Master any skill?
Yeah.
Dang. Snap my fingers and master any skill. Any skill? Okay, it's probably like... Dang, yeah, dang, that's crazy. I probably want to learn some kind of martial arts. Master some kind of martial arts. Some what's that? Bruce Lee's fighting style, Jeet Kune Do.
I thought you were gonna say like lyricism. If he says martial arts.
Yeah, Word.
That's crazy. Fuck it, I respect it. Shit, hell yeah.
Yeah, martial arts.
Okay, hell yeah. I saw a video the other day. It was like Denzel Curry carrying nunchucks to the studio, and I'm just like, wow. Yeah. So that shit crazy. All right, next question.
Let's go.
Do you feel like you work hard enough to be successful in the music industry?
Yes, but I still got to work harder. That's a dope. Okay, yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it. I mean, there's more to go. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, I did everything I can. I know, I get it. This is not an overnight type of situation. Like, you got to build at it. You got to build your foundation up. So I feel like I do, but I know that there's more to go. So I'm not where I want to be yet. But I think I'm on the way.
There you go. Never
That's
complacent.
Never complacent.
There you go. Last question of the night. Wow, this isn't even a music question, but this is crazy. Okay. What is one thing that if another person does, you would consider unforgivable?
I wrote a song. Yo, I'll spit it for you real quick and you see what I'm saying. But
that's good.
Unforgivable is talking behind your back, doing something greasy behind your back, or doing something like.
I thought that was a song.
No, that is a song.
Okay.
I'll do you the first. I'll show you the first. I wrote a song based off of something that I experienced in my life, like literally, like the day after it happened. It was as raw as possible. I love it.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop that as a single very soon.
Oh, it's not out yet?
No, the song's not out yet.
Shit.
I'll play it for you if you're interested.
Hell yeah, after this, yeah.
I'll bet. All right, but yeah, like Unforgivable is talking behind someone's back. Betraying them. Don't betray your friend. Or how do I? Let's just leave it at that. Like just talking behind someone's back or doing something behind their back that affects them. Hurts them. Like that's unforgivable.
I don't think there's any coming back from that.
Because once someone does something, once someone crosses you like that, it's like I'm not gonna be able to trust you again.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Shit. That's kind of a dark way to end, but either way.
That's the truth. Look, all right, I got you. Ready?
Yeah, it was good.
You couldn't see my perspective. They hate me because I'm different. I don't do what you expect. So now I'm breaking tradition. I found a way to be happy. That's also minding my business.
Hey.
Tried to show you the vision. You just gave me division.
Hey.
Whack. How can you rock with me and then talk behind my back?
Hey.
All these emotions, I'm just going to put it in a track.
What?
The timing is perfect and we can never get it back. I needed that. All right, that's it.
That's real shit, though.
Real talk,
That's
bro.
real shit.
Like,
yeah, there's really not coming back from that. That's the hardest. No. Anyway, Bamskelly,
yes, sir.
thank you for coming through.
Thank you for having me.
No
yo.
doubt,
This
man,
is
no
dope.
doubt, no doubt.
This
Could
is
you tell the
dope.
people where to find you on social media one more time?
One more time, on any site, everything, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Apple Music, Spotify. Bamskelly, Bamskelly. And you can find more of my music at Bamskelly.com.
Skelly, not Kelly.
Bamskelly, yes,
Asshole.
But it happens. It happens. It's okay. It's okay. But and let's connect. We here. We're here for a good time, not a long time. So let's make it happen, guys.
That's major.
Bless.
Boom. We out here. Another dope episode in the books. If you have any opinions on any of the questions asked, I'd love to read about them in the comments below. Please like and subscribe. Please subscribe. It really helps more than you may think, and that's what it is.
Salute.
Boom. We out here. Nah, I bought these mics. I'm not gonna fucking. I'm not gonna drop them. We out.